Alrighty. Back into D3 after a short break and some food. Okay, what's left? I should probably steer towards doing the building my Staff of Hurting, right? I can do the set dungeon. I should probably do that now. And fix whatever things here get broken. Let's see here. Yes, multi-shot. This one gets replaced. Right? That's the only thing missing. Yep. For a moment, my heart leapt out of my chest thinking, did I destroy something I needed for that? It's like, oh, wait, no, that's right. I swapped pieces there. Let me bring the volume back down so it's not, like, overwhelming the mic. I do have a largely directional mic with room noise cancellation. So it does, like, I have the speakers on, but you can't, there's no echo until I turn it way up. Like that. So I'll turn the speakers way down because I have two big speakers. They're like reference monitors, Mackie HR 824s. So it's for like music production, audio, whatever. So there's that. So I'm in this build. I don't think I need this. I mean, I'll just leave it there. But I want to go to Act 3, Bridge of Corsic, whatever. Ooh, Chiltara. Kill Chiltara. I'll do that after. Actually, no, let's do that now. Let's do that now. Let me swap. Actually, I could probably just... let me lower this real quick. Whoops. Lower. 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 This should be good for this. See how they fire as well? You can kill her on any level. There's no increased or lowered risk or chance of getting the drops. It's kind of a fun build. Provided you don't mind static pets that don't move. Like, I guess I'm way overpowered for this. Even at 10, it's way overpowered. Did I fix the gems? I did, good. I don't think these things fire unless you fire, right? No, they do. Okay, good. I guess I could just do this. They'll do all the work for me. And nothing. No drop. I mean, people complain that the God build is like lazy, but this is also lazy. I throw that down and it does all the work. It's like boom, 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 right? I didn't do anything. All I did was I plopped a little turret down. So that's lazy if you want to argue about lazy. I don't think it's lazy, either one, but people are like, it's lazy. It's dumb. You're a dummy. You're playing a dumb, obvious build. I don't know who's saying that. I'm just imagining someone saying that. The only problem, this is such slow movement compared to the other one. All right. See? I don't have to do anything. It's awesome. Okay, now remember, when we go in here, I have to kill 140 enemies with 3 or more sentries active. So the first thing I do is I plop down 3 sentries. That begins the process, right? I only have to do this one, right? I can let enemies in range, and that's fine. But I can't take fatal damage. Game difficulty, I don't... Will the rock thing kill the basic one? Fortunately, you don't have to do mastery. You just have to do basic. So I'm just going to show you what I mean. Okay, so there's 3. I don't have to kill them with sentries. See, there's a worm, so I have to get out of the way. I'm basically just looking in the top right corner here. All right, so there's one wing. I don't have to like hurry. This is not a hurry kind of a thing. So if I kill dudes, if a skull persists, like that skull, I'm gonna move away. There he is. See that? And it's okay if something goes in melee range. That doesn't fail my entire process. It just means that I can't get the mastery. So don't have to do much. Just have to keep a watch for skulls. Okay, there's a worm. I'm gonna go this way. Don't have to hurry, got plenty of time. Basically just keep going around. Okay, there's a worm. Okay, he's dead. Okay. Objective 1 completed. I think that's all I really need to do, right? Except not get bit by a worm. There's a worm. Don't let it kill you. There we go. Looking for skulls. No skulls. Okay. This is where it would be helpful to have vault, but I still have 2.5 minutes. It's more than enough. So if I look at the map now, I just need to head up and to the right. Got more than enough time to complete this. What's this? Oh. Just rely on my sentries to slow and kill. Okay, there's a rock monster. Move away. There he is. Just don't be under him when he comes up. There's a worm. Move away just a little bit. There we go. You can't get too far away, otherwise he'll start following again. You have to move and then just sort of get a little bit away. And that way he doesn't try to keep following you and following you and following you. Almost done. Still have 1.5 minutes left. Only have to kill 7 more monsters and not get bit. Okay, there's that. 2 more monsters. Almost done. One's probably a worm. Yep, there's a worm. Don't move too far away. There we go. That's it. Master. Excellent. So now I can go back to the keep. It's actually a very relaxed build. You don't have to do much. You just walk and play defensively. All right, so this is like a clue as to how to get to this dungeon or something. I don't need that. Okay, now how do I stand when it comes to... Oh, I did that one. Okay, excellent. Okay, so on to Slayer. So 3 legendary gems to 35. Echoing Nightmare, Belial, Queen of Ren. Tell you what, I'm just going to play this for a little while because it's fun. It's just different. I do want the a Ren one. I will just do it the hard way. There we go. I'm going to try to do it without even casting a spell. Just let my turrets do all the work. See how that works. Just to show that it's feasible. Not even to kill a Ren. I'll just stay here and I'll just keep laying down turrets and nothing more. Look at that, 60 billion from a hit from a turret. That's amazing. It's sort of fun to not have to do much. And it is a relief not to hear the entire time I'm playing, which is the one big downside of the God build. Or any build that uses strafe, you know? It's like very noisy. There was a time when this was like the prime build. This was like the push build. I guess I'm very tanky. Yeah, this seems right. Here we go. I think this is it. Okay, now I'll go plop, plop, plop. That was fast. All right, so killed her. Who else? Let's kill... Belial. Act 2. Down here. It's a very peaceful build. I'm just going for a walk. Just putting down turrets. They're doing all the work. Now I'm just going to put these down and just chill. 3 turrets. I'm just going to sort of sit here and just watch. I'll put down another one and another one. Now we have 5 turrets. See, right there? I'm just sort of sitting back. I'm putting my hands behind my ears. Or behind my head. Just watching it do all its thing. Put down turrets again. That way they don't expire. It's a bit overpowered for level 10. All right, back home. That's fun. It's very casual friendly. I'd say the hardest thing about that build, at least not when you're pushing, is just where to put the turrets so to make best use of them. And oh, you know what I need to do? I already did that. That's right. I already got the 4 pages. So now what am I doing now? Let's switch back. Let's put these away. Let's get this build. Oh. Interesting, I already had a crimson set. Okay, well, that was dumb of me. Well, now I have 2. Ah! That was funny. Okay, so I'm done with this. I'm done with that. Now, do I have a 30 gem? I was going to do this one. I guess I'll still do that one. To augment this for the cube. I can't use it right away It's for a future use, but that way, you know, it's in there. All right, so I can crunch because I already got past this point. I will keep the good ones because that's just something I do. Just in case, like the permanent record of characters, I have like a ton of gear saved up on them. I don't know why. It's just like trophies in a way. You know, trophies of prior conquests. Now, if I could run as fast as I do with the God build in the Marauder build, you know, that might be something fun to do, like for all sorts of things, but it's so slow. It's so slow to run around. All right, so now what are we doing? I did that one, did that one, did that one. Echoing Nightmare, 3 legendary gems. How many do I have? Okay. So let's go this. Let's do this. Empowered, yes. Wait, it's so noisy. I have to turn my volume down. Like, it's not a peaceful build by any stretch. It's not relaxing and peaceful. It's easy to play, well, easy-ish to play, if you don't mind, you know, the rapid movement all over the place, and mostly looking at the little mini-map above. Wait, it still feels so loud to me. Look at my speakers. Turn my speakers way down. Is this the dead end? No, it's not the dead end. The other way is the dead end. Some of those guys are really tanky. See, if I were built appropriately for 90, I would not have to backtrack to kill those non-elites. They would just be erased on their first hit. Temple. Two minutes and 36 seconds. All right. So we're going to basically get this gem to 30, then use it on the other character. We're not going to do anything more with that. But I am going to get these gems up, trying to keep them somewhat equal. I always prioritize these two over these two. But this one will stop at 50, whereas these will keep going. Getting lots of screams, that's nice. Thomas is no. It's amazing that I'm just crunching this stuff. Of course, in Talia's vengeance. Jeez Louise. Here, have all these things from things you don't care about. All right, where this one is. Better damage. Uh-oh. How about some Gears of the Dreadlands, ancients people? How about that instead? That would be nicer. What am I shooting for? Oh yeah, I'm trying to get ancients. Let me see. Although I probably should. Max roll D3 altar. I'm probably going to need a lot of blood shards soon. Okay, so the next thing is the ancient puzzle ring and 50 of each bounty material. 500 death breaths and 300 forgotten souls. So that's the next thing after that. So 267, so I'm getting close there, so don't waste those if I can avoid it. I have plenty of death breaths. I need 1,500 blood shards, so I need to do a Greater Rift 100 solo for that. Yes. All right. So keep collecting blood shards, don't waste them. One, two, three, there we go. Going up to 20 stacks, which maximizes my speed and my damage potential. Now I should get progressively stronger and stronger in little tiny increments each time. Whirling Dervish hurts. Don't hurt me, Whirling. Don't hurt me, Whirly Whirly. Sorry, something in my eye. It's a tear. A tear of joy. No, it was like a little specky thing. It's still there. What's going on? Because I had something with cayenne pepper and I got a little tiny pepper, speck of pepper grain in my eye. Possible. Oh, nice. Just gonna hang out here. Remember the old days when your follower had like one, I think the weapon and maybe one other thing? It was crazy. Now you give them like a whole outfit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is like the weakest one, I think, of these. So 3, 31, yeah, 23. As good as it might be, it levels more slowly as far as power goes. It's like the last one it's the first one I'm willing to take off when it comes to like, which one am I going to give up for the Boon of the Hoarder? It's like definitely that one. I used to prize it so much, but then I really looked at it more closely and I realized, at least for this build, it's not that great. Sorry, Marauder, you don't need you anymore. Oh, good. More Natalia's vengeance. Oh, there we go. Traveler's Pledge. Nice. This is going to replace this no matter what. Now this is going to go here no matter what. Once we reach 800, we're sort of in the end game. Because then you no longer spend points in these categories. Now you're just spending it in this one, and you're starting to see more and more ancient weapons or ancient gear, period. Oh. Oh, good. The poison level. Really painful for some builds. And the bursters, which hurt many other builds. The blueberries. You can stay in one place, but it's tricky. Please get me out. Thank you. See, this is nicer. Even with these little hooks in there, it's still nicer than those tight turns of those places, of those corridors in the barracks tile map or whatever you want to call it. I call it barracks. Power. Ah, yes. Excellent. Minutes 21. Getting slightly faster. Ever so slightly faster. All right, so now we're going to go... Oh, these are all 29 now. 29. 29. 29. 29. Yes, I could get 3 of them to 35 faster, but I'm not really interested in that. I'll get there eventually. Well, you know what? I'm on tier 10. It's funny. I need to bump that up before I do anything outside. Okay, I already have that. I already have that. I don't need gold. Don't need that. That. Don't need that. Don't need that. All right, let's go change this to Torment 16. While I'm thinking about it. Otherwise, that would be really awkward if I like do a whole bounty or something, and I'm still at 10, and it's like, oh god, just kill me now, please. All right. I will have to spend, but I can spend. Let's buy rings because, well, no, let's not waste. 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's good enough for me. By the time I get 90 to like 90-second clears or better, tier 100 or GR 100 will also be very easy. It'll take, you know, like twice as long maybe. It'd be 50% longer, but it'll still be pretty easy. That's the other thing about a build, like a build that would need distance, is you can't really make good use of the conduit power because you really need to be almost, not really in melee range, but farther, like closer than like 10 or 15 meters, which sort of nerfs your Zeiss stone. Excellent. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn the volume down on my end even more. Oh, please be a primal. Please play a primal. Nope. But, that might be even better than I've got. If I roll, well, maybe not. Because nothing can control impair me right now. No, it's not better than what I have. Oh, well. Okay, I'll hold on to that. And let's take the focus and compare. No. Again. Oh, I do need to spend this time. Good map. I like this map. I like to just sort of sweep it back and forth. Left to right, left to right, to left to right, to left. I'll come back and get that later. Good knowing it's there, though. This one seems like it's taking longer for some reason. Much longer than it should. I feel like I'm nearing 2 minutes now. Whirling dervishes are... Don't hurt me, whirlies. Yay! Yeah, that took a while. Don't know why. I have to spend 300 of these things. That's 12 purchases. Plus another 12 after that, because I need to make room. Pretty soon, just these 4 will be in these top 4 slots. I should go ahead and augment that weapon, shouldn't I, before I forget? If I look at 189, 191, but one is augmented, one is augmentable, the other is not. So the ancient wins. Let's grab this. Let's grab this. Why am I still leveling that? That's stupid. Oh yeah, I have to get 3 of these puppies. Let's see what's so the way augment works is you grab an ancient item, you grab a gem that's 30 or higher for the weapon. For gear it's like 50 or higher. Like for these pieces. For jewelry it might be something different, I forget. 30, 40, 50 maybe. Now I want to grab, I think, which ones are usable? They're not all usable. Like you can't use all 5 colors. Like some of them are not usable. So look at it. Purple. Okay, all but the light blue. Or cyan. All but diamonds. So let's go to this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, and then I need to convert over from other colors. Yeah, I'm not to the point where I can start collecting a bunch of augment gems yet. Like things that I can augment with. Okay, I'll convert over this. And then there we go. So I'll make 9 royal amethyst, which will make 3 royal or flawless royals. It's not cheap to augment. Okay, so we have the 3 things we need. We have the ancient item, in this case a weapon, a leveled legendary gem, and 3 of the flawless royals for one of those 4 colors. And it just does it. Boop. Now we have vitality, 155 vitality, which comes from the Caldesan's Despair, which is the recipe name. I'm going to put this back here with these items. That way I know it's an altar item. Now these, I can get rid of that. Get rid of that. So what I'll do is I'll just throw the ancients for the other things that I'm just holding on to because I'm holding on to them. You know, to like save for posterity, for my collection, my permanent collection. I'll put those on the second page there. These are all just items that I could potentially use in this build in some way or another. But I don't think I can use this one, so I'm just going to take it and put it in the queue. There's no place for this in a god build, sadly. And I do believe I have both these in the cube. And that leaves me with very few items to worry about, which is nice. Let's put this up here. Put this there. Sort of keep some semblance of organization here. Keep the unities together. Yeah, unities, zodiacs, those. Oh, you know what? That's interesting. I screwed that up, didn't I? I had that whole run, and I had the wrong ring in there. That's funny. But I was still able to do it. No problem. That's why it took longer. That's why it took longer, I think. Because I didn't have that ring in there. Okay, so I need to buy more chests. 1, 2, 3. Please be, please be. Nope. Nope. Now this will take longer just because the halls are annoying. It'll take me longer to get like through all this crap. I could just like try to find the exit and just not worry about all this, but it is killable thing and it does progress the bar. I will try to move away and just focus on packs of elites rather than trying to get all the trash down. I don't normally focus on trash. It just happens in large open areas that there's a lot of trash around the elites. So while I'm trying to sort of look for elites, it's just incidental to kill the low stuff along the way. Yeah, see how much faster this is going compared to the last one? Please give me something that doesn't suck. Okay, good, this doesn't suck at all. This is a good one. Or it's not a bad one, I'll put it that way. It's not a great one, it's also not a terrible one. Sort of in the middle of the road. Whirligig, whirligig, don't kill me. Don't kill me, whirligig. It's a fiendish thingy. Help the Beatles. It's a fiendish thingy, watch out. It's a fiendish thingy. In George's broken Liverpudlian accent. That's a little bit. It's amazing what difference those multiplicative. Like this is multiplicative. It's 1.2 times, 1.24 times as much damage, not additive. So those multiplicative effects do multiply up. I was going to say add up, but that's not really the right term. You have to factor those in. Ha 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 ha. Maybe. I think the push build uses the scoundrel because of reasons. I don't remember the reasons. Maybe his crit level. I just like not having to worry about cooldown so much when it comes to using the Enchantress. Okay, so this is crit, attack speed. This is pretty good, actually. Because I already have enough cooldown. Right now, my cooldown is 4423. So I could afford that, can't I? So if I were to take this, I mean, I know it's not an ancient, but just to eliminate a piece that was designed for a level reduction, right? So let me see. God DH attack speed. Are there attack speed breaks? Yeah, there's break points. Pretty much everywhere else you read here that breakpoints matter and that you should opt for. What is it then? Icy Bange is wrong. Internal cooldown of 9 frames. It will proc and release your last used primary skill. If your strafe projectile hits an enemy with the set bonus is not an ICD. In essence, the most it can proc therefore is 7 times per second. 60 times per second divided by 9 frames. You heard, this is 5 years ago, so it may have changed since then. You mostly have strafe because it has its own breakpoints. Breakpoints are blah, blah, blah. So this with ideal scenario. Where do you see the attacks per second? Oh, here it is. So I have 2.21. Good God, that's high. And they must have buffed things since 5 years ago. So what are the breakpoints? Let me see here. God, Gears of Dreadlands, attack speed, breakpoints. Let's see what the AI thinks. Attack speed break less crucial than other builds. Nature of the 4P set bonus. God, run approximately attack base for some 9 frames. Oh. Not directly affected by. Let's see if what they say here. Mechanics. See, I don't remember any of this shit. Okay, devouring arrow, right. Does not activate Call the Weak or Bane of the Trapped. Okay, so I was sort of right in thinking that maybe the devouring arrow cold doesn't actually CC the enemy. What do they say about attack speed? They put that forth. Okay. So is attack speed completely irrelevant? Oh, here we go. Tick damage, 7 frames. APS, next breakpoint, 2.147 attacks per second. Previous breakpoint. All right. 37% cooldown. I find having more than that. Or, I'm sorry, having, like 40% cooldown reduction feels better for me. Because there's always that weird moment when you're waiting for it to like be available to cast again, and the only way it can cast again, since I'm holding down strafe, it won't cast. I could hold down strafe and this will just sit here and wait to auto cast until I cast one of these other things, and then boom, this will cast as well. It like unlocks the castability of the auto cast that's sitting there trying to spam it. I looked at mechanics. We don't have it listed here, guys. Oh, is it? Here we go. Here we go. Okay, strafe will fire last used primary skill when it hits an enemy. Every 9 frames, right? We've read that. 6.67. Can proc at 2 when cooldown is ready. Ground effect from Icy Trail cannot. Since strafe only fires primary when it hits an enemy rather than when it spawns a projectile, it's really complicated. Okay. 10 FPA, 9 FPA. Too much investment. Okay, so I'm at 2.21. So hitting 5, don't try to reach this one, too much investment. So I'm already at 6. Oh, okay. So I'm already to the point where I don't need to worry about more. Got it. So I can roll this one away, right? Let's just try that, see what this does. 2.1. Nope, I needed that attack speed to get me above that, right above that 2.1, right? 2.14, 2.18, yeah. So I'm at 6. If you happen to get anywhere, it barely adds any, can cause hatred issues in speed runs. One hand dual wield setups. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe it will give me hatred issues. Sorry, this is just reading their theory crafting. It's sort of boring probably, but I find it interesting. Okay, first we consider the situation where each strafe projectile hits an enemy exactly when it spawns. This actually happens when you're inside the mob's hitbox. And the results are pretty clear. For breakpoints of 9 frames and slower, you get a primary in every tick of strafe. And for faster breakpoints, you get a primary in every other tick. Okay. You can see that 9-frame breakpoint, you reach the theoretical maximum attack speed of 6.67 attacks per second. Okay, right here. For that reason, you play this build in melee when you equip a two-handed weapon. With hand crossbows, there's no reasonable way to lower your attack speed enough to do this, and waiting time between procs allows you to move around enemies more freely without losing much damage. Okay. So, okay. Calculate amount of shots per second. Everything gets a lot more complicated when you're not in melee range. Strafe still continues to spawn projectiles at a steady rate depending on your breakpoint, but now each projectile hits an enemy after some delay. This is why I tend to get close to things, right? As opposed to being away with Zace. That delay is dependent on the distance between you and the closest enemy, and that distance changes when you or the monsters move. Because of that, instead of trying to spawn a primary every X frames, you try to spawn it every X frames plus small, essentially random delay, right? Using Rocket Storm runes, rune adds extra quasi-random points in time where a primary can potentially spawn. Oh, that's why they do that. Effectively increasing DPS by about 5% at all breakpoints. All this randomness makes it impossible to predict how many primaries per second will actually be spawned depending on attack speed. The fun is also obtained experimentally by strafing for a minute around 15 to 20 mobs and then counting all the hungering arrows fired. That's got to be a pain in the butt. So if it's 9 frames, how do you... Okay, so increasing the attack rate lowers the number of frames. Got it. 6 to 8 frames breakpoints. These values are higher than what you get when sitting on top of mobs. So to maximize your DPS while playing with the hand crossbows, you should stay outside of the pole. To increase your DPS further, you should also weave in manual hungering arrows cast. I'm not doing that. Oh, well, I sort of do that, don't I? I sort of go WER, WER, WER. But I don't really... Well, maybe I'm aiming at things for that. I'm not using this. Each strafe projectile produces many moments of time where a primary can spawn. With enough 20 plus mobs around, this essentially means that you attempt to spam a primary in every single frame. That puts your rate of fire at 6.67 shots per second with enough density regardless of position. In comparison to that, this one, pierce 1 to 2 additional times, is a lot weaker. Yeah, this one is bleh. In cases where you, like, but how much more damage are you getting? Is it like 20% more damage if you do this, like with this, or is it like 1%? Because I don't care about 1%. I like this shield. This shield is a big deal to me. So we have Vengeance Cannons, Vengeance Rockets, Hungering Arrows, Strafe. Yeah, I'm not using this at the moment. Maybe I should be. I think this is why I switch away from Guardians when I go to higher levels, is because of the attack speed thing here. All these attacks hit the boss with high frequency and completely random when I control stricken second values. Right. Okay, so this... Whoops. Huh. Woodjo. Okay, from wearing another random weapon as opposed to using the satchel or the what is it? Quiver. Between 0 single target and 25%. Phallus comes with 1 extra primary stat and item-specific strange damage roll removed. Okay. Odyssey's End. Fortress Ballista. Gives us shield that stacks 10 frames. See, this is a big deal. Right, so that's one of the reasons why I use the Fortress is because I'm using squirts. So as long as I'm not dying, squirts is doing an amazing amount of damage buff. Maybe I should go with, instead of using awareness, maybe I do the rockets. Just not for the damage, but for the extra procs, right? But only on this build, not on the other one. I don't like the attack speed there. I want to do that differently. I want this to be crit damage. Because I just want it that way. Come on. There we go. Much better. And now when we compare them, I get a nice buff to toughness at a loss of only a little bit of damage, which to me is fine. At least before my ancient. Alright. That's enough theory crafting math for now. Makes me enjoy the game left when I have to dive into all those minutiae. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, down to 1,000. Okay, how am I doing on... Oh! Yep, I have enough. 333. Excellent. Now I just need to find that damn puzzle ring. And I'm not going to get it unless I convert, but that's going to be really tricky. So let's do this. Let's see these rockets firing. Again, I'm not doing GR150, so a lot of that doesn't really matter. It would matter if I were doing GR150. I mean, maybe if I get to like GR120, 120, I'll care about it. But at this level, it's not really that big a deal. Where's the dude that's holding your shield up? There we go. It's another reason I frickin' hate corridors. Everyone hates corridors. Everyone. There's not a person that plays this game that goes, oh good, corridors, my favorite. Unless they're an idiot. Like, some people have even said, please, Blizz, remove this from the list of tile sets that get chosen for greater rifts, because it's just not fun. Like racks. I know he's called for that kind of a thing. Please remove this and this and this tile set from the greater rift list. It's just too annoying. Please just get me out of here. Please just get me out of here. See this? I have to like go through this doorway to hit the everything. Right? It's like, oh, I have angels. I try to stay close to it, just out of habit. Next time around, I will have all these gems to 35 plus, so that'll satisfy that one requirement. Of that season journey thing right here, like this right here. This will complete, and then I need to do an Echoing Nightmare, which I don't want to do until I'm really high level. But then I can also worry about 45. And you could do an Echoing Nightmare lower, but you're not going to get the gem very high. You'll be like tapping out long before it reaches 125, which is where it caps. shit, I forgot to buy. I want to be capped again. Starting to kill faster. I can feel it. It's hard to explain. It's just one of those things that's just like a vibe. Like, yep, things are dying. Things are dying more readily. I'm having to grind just a little bit less in one spot. Like, I don't even mind these halls that much compared to, like, those narrow corridors in the barracks. These aren't ideal. I don't love them. But at least I don't have to, like, fit through narrow doorways to get from one room to the next. And then each room is, like, you know, like, from here to here is, like, one room. It's like, and now I have to go through another doorway, then another doorway, then another doorway. Like, really fast. It's, like, really mentally fatiguing in a way that makes doing it not as fun as it could be. I'm gonna come back when you guys have settled down with all your bullshit. There we go. Still too long. 329. Okay, I'm just gonna get down to 1,000. Whatever takes me to 1,000. Roughly 1,000. $35. $35. Excellent. I really don't want to do the event without having like super amount of high level gemmery. Just makes it much more fun, less stressful. Nope. I'm up to 366. I can actually do I can re-roll a puzzle ring. Re-roll this one. Just want to stay above 300. That way I can go immediately to the next one. Come on, baby. Damn it. Enemies with those bubbles, so terrible. So annoying. Especially in confined spaces. That's another issue with this build, is you literally have to take down the other mob before the bubble will go away, before the shield will go away. And if your hits keep getting spread out among multiple mobs, you're only going to hit the one that is like the shield guard. Like once every, I said there's 5 enemies, only 1 out of every 5 shots is going to hit them. So it's like you're sitting here just burning all your time, knocking down the enemy that's guarding the shield before you can even damage the enemy with the shield. So, you have to sort of take the bad with the good here. So it's not like the perfect build of all builds. It's just really easy and fun to play and fast. It's fast. It's damn fast. With very little mental effort to make it move fast. It just does, right? You almost have to have mental effort to make it not go fast. Like almost to the point where it's like, okay, my brain is tired of moving this fast. That's why using the Marauder set was kind of fun. It's like I'm just casually walking around. Just walking around. There was a certain joy in that, and just letting those turrets do all the work while I just went for a leisurely walk through the cave. I am invulnerable. And I might be stuck in here to the very end. Please remove this from the tile set. Please, Blizz. Please remove this from the tile set. It's beyond tedious. It's not fun to play. I'd almost rather walk on the weird one that's craggly at the top of like I forget what it's called. It's like the things that wander around at the top of a wall, except they're crinkly and go all in different places. And then at one end, there's like a big open area, and then there's a portal. I have no idea what the tile sets are called. That last one I leveled is the most powerful gem for this build. The gem you always want to equip no matter what you do. You can move the other ones around, but this gem is the bomb. Here, have more Natalia items and more Unhallowed Essence items. That's what we want to give you. Starting to run into the situation where I'm leveling up less and less each time. Nope. No. I thought I saw 2 brackets around it down here, but it wasn't. But it is an improvement. Right, I'll swap it in. I don't have to do anything with it, thankfully. It's good enough the way it is. It's a very, very, very minor improvement, but I'll take it. Completely unchanged. Just wish it were an ancient, is all. Okay, this one's not too bad. I like this one just fine. Oh man, this early? Okay. Power pylon. Yes, nice. They're very, very, very good. They basically skyrocket your damage. It's like having an uber gem. "13 minutes, 3 seconds. Not bad. That's what you want to see. Even on a bad map. Next step is 45, according to the ladder of the seasonal journey thing. Is it? No, it's not. Damn it. I got it. I got one. Groundhog Day. I got one. When the old lady bids on Chris Elliott, whatever his character's name is. Okay. I think I've figured out... Oh, let's put this in the thing. I think I figured out that one ring works just fine. Let's quickly buy... Still no double brackets. This game robs me. Okay. Momentary pause. I had an idea in my head, and now I'm trying to remember what it was. I'm done here. Let's set this to... no, let's set this to 4. That way it just sort of goes away. I'm just going to save this so it stops complaining. All right, so this will be my push build when I, have to arduously go to 5-minute clears, which is not fun to me. Yes, I remember now. I just got more primordial ashes. So let's take this dawn. I'm going to leave the cooldown reduction. No, I can't. I have to bring it back, don't I? Damn. All right, so let's go over here. I think the hatred generation can go away, though. Right? Change that into cooldown reduction. There we go. Now I can relax a bit in other places to get that. Oh, yeah. Notice I'm up to 2,400 damage now. That'll go down when I have to replace these, but other things will sort of pick up for it. I did save that, right? This is here. Yes. So. Oh God, it did it. It did it on me. It screwed me over. It reset the thing in a really weird, annoying way. God, I hate it when it does that. Let's make sure this is right. Okay, this looks all good. I could probably take this to Dark Heart now. I think think I'll know better when the next time I go in. I should probably, well, the idea there is that Seethe will compensate for you not generating enough hatred from this being cast on enemies. And that usually happens when your level is too low. So you have to bump up the difficulty for this to work right, to make up for the fact that you're now on Darkheart as opposed to Seethe. But I'm just going to test it one time. I mean, I have enough of these things. So now we're on Seethe because stuff on T16 are dying way too quickly for them to be hit a second time with this thing. And so you don't get any of the benefit, or usually you don't get enough of the benefit of the generation here. All right, so what are we doing here? Ballistics. Okay, that's fine. I'll leave it on ballistics. Say, what else did I have it on, though? I had it on this, right? Or no, I already have that. Yeah, okay. I know it's sort of a wimpy thing to do, but I just like that for now. Was it this? It might have been this. Just to go faster while I'm running around. Because you do want to run fast when you're in farm mode. Now I'm in gem leveling mode. $280 billion. That's not bad. And if you look at my hatred, you can see that it's doing rather well, and you can see my toughness is 1 billion. See that? 1 billion toughness because of Darkheart. So I'm far less likely to take damage now. But yeah, this is good. This is an appropriate level for Darkheart. Awful, awful, awful. Make it end, make it end. I'm dying in here. $24.28, that's pretty good. All right, so these guys come up. In my opinion, this is the weakest of the bunch, so I level it last. Most powerful, middle, bottom. Like if you look at 44.5, this is 35.6. Whoops. This is 44.5 at the same rank. This is 35.6 because it's multiplied by 33.56. This is 26.4. It's like, it's like so low. I mean, it's not worthless, but it's, you know, it's not. It's the one that leveling it produces the least results or the most middling results. They really need to buff that, in my opinion. I need to fill the ice maker. It's struggling to find water. But I need to also do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so I will be back in a moment. Okay, I'm back, but I'm not going to be back for long because I really need to go make some eggs. We have 3 dozen eggs piled up. One of them is a month past expiration date, which doesn't mean they're bad. It just means that I need to break each one into a separate thing and make sure it's not spoiled yet, like it's not turned, and then add it to the tub. And then I make scrambled eggs in my own way with butter and a little bit of heavy cream, and it's like, mwah, it's delicious. They're very, they're like a curd, almost like a, I guess just like a curd. That's the only way I can think of it. But anyway, I'm going to go, can I do one more of these? Yeah, I'll do one more of these. avoid the dead end. Look at this. It's just annoying having to fight the openings to make hits on the enemies. Let me just get out of this altogether. This is so annoying. Get me out of this. Get me out of this. Show me a way out. I'm not even... There we go. Get me out of there. There we go. Much better. I should just do that from now on. Just immediately find a way out. Rather than fight the stupid hallways of death and annoyance. This area up here doesn't go anywhere, I don't think. But when you're this fast, it doesn't matter that much. Except right now I can't cast anything because I'm out of hatred. That's where Seethe would be helpful, right? Still have a long ways to go, considering these will be like 80, 90, 100. I want them to at least like 90 before I do the scream thingy. Because it's much more fun to be able to just slaughter shit all over the place. And of course, when I do that, I have to go in as Darkheart, which means I have to manually target and kill things for quite a while until I can hit the channeling pile, or pyre, or spire, and then that carries me until enemies are lasting long enough that they're returning me considerable amount of hatred for what I'm doing. Alright, I'm not going to worry about that one. See, 366. Let's try it again. Come on, you can do it, baby. 1 in 10 chance. Whoops. Son of a bitch. All right, I think that's enough for now. I need to go make eggs and hang out in the kitchen for a bit, and have a good evening.